So, I want to talk about some stuff going on in my life because honestly, right now, life is just really, really shitty to say the least. I I don't really feel like I'm at a place in life that I want to be at, and I feel like I have so many goals and so many dreams that I don't know, I like get caught up in each one, and like I want to be a dance studio owner. I There's a fly going around in my room. So I want to be a dance studio owner. I want to go to college for business. I want to do modeling. I want to do acting. I want to do singing. I want to play instruments. And I want to learn new instruments. I want to get to travel the world. I want to have a good paying job, and I want to live by myself because I'm just tired of living in this house. But I feel completely and totally lost on my life. I feel depressed. I have not been able to take my medication in almost a year because I lost my Medicaid. So I got medical insurance through my employer, but they have to take out like $100 out of my paycheck because like in order to pay for the medical insurance. And on top of that, from what it seems like, I mean, this is all new to me, this whole like adulting stuff. It's still all fairly new to me, and everything is a learning task for me because I was not taught by my parents how to do things, and I'm not being taught now. I don't have my parents' guidance really to go and ask them, hey, how does this work? Can you help me with this? I don't really have that support. So yeah. What was I saying? So I don't have that support to like go and talk to them about stuff, that I have questions about now that I'm an adult. So they're taking about like $100 out of my paycheck in order for me to have medical insurance. But on top of that, I still have to pay a certain amount each year until I reach that certain amount that I personally have paid out of my pocket. Then they will cover me. That is at least the way that I understand it. I mean, I recently went to a doctor's appointment and they didn't charge me anything, so but that was like for just a regular physical exam, regular annual wellness exam, you know. So I went to that recently and that was in charge, but I have a psychiatrist appointment and they're saying that the only way for it to be covered would be if I go in person. Now, the only place in person that my personal psychiatrist that I've been, talking with for many years now, the only place that he does in person visits is, or like appointments, is like about an hour away. So I would have to, and it's coming up this Friday, I would have to drive an hour away, have the appointment for just a couple minutes because that's all it really is, and then drive an hour back here, back to the house, in order to be covered. I don't know if I'm even actually going to be covered, because when I talked to this lady on the phone to see what it was that I was going to be charged, she couldn't really give me an answer. She was like, well, it seems like you have a deductible, and the only way that they're going to cover mental health appointments is if you go in person. But then I'm thinking to myself, then if I have a deductible that I have to pay in order for them, like, no matter what, because I have to reach this certain amount each year, if I have this deductible that I need to pay, then what is the point in me going in person or having the appointment online? They're not going to cover it either way. I'm paying, you know, because of that deductible that is there. And I don't even know if I'm saying the right word, but because of that whole you must pay out of pocket first rule. Either way, if I have in person, which is covered, or online, which isn't covered, either way I'm going to have to pay because that rule is there. So I don't really understand that. But either way, that's coming up this Friday. That's going to be in 2 days. And I guess only time will tell. And that's kind of what I tell myself with everything, because I don't have anyone to really guide me. Only time will tell what really happens and how and me understanding it, you know. Now, the other thing that I keep on questioning myself with is medical insurance through my employer really worth it? I'm paying $100 out of my own paycheck, each paycheck, meaning $200 in a month. But am I going to be saving money with that if I have to pay $200 a month, as well as as well as paying out of my own pocket for each appointment? Does that save me money, or is it better to just pay out of pocket? I don't know. I've Googled it, and of course, with any insurance, it says, well, if you have an emergency, you're going to want insurance. So then I think to myself, I should just have the insurance. But then I also think to myself, maybe I would be saving more money if I were to, like, I think of myself saving money either way. But I don't know. I have a lot of appointments that I would need to have. Like, I have my psychiatrist, I have my dentist, I have my eye doctor, I have an eye specialist as well, which I guess I could say, oh, maybe that's not that necessary right now. So, but I don't know. Because I see flashing lights, I see circles, like gray circles, and I know that those are floaters and those are normal for a lot of people. But it's one consistent one that keeps on, going in my line of sight. So that's been something that I was tracking when I did have Medicaid. But with me losing my Medicaid because I make too much, can't even, I work minimum wage. How is that making too much? So so I think to myself, I have all these appointments and stuff that I would need to go to within a year. So so then I'm like, okay, maybe in that case it would be worth it because maybe I would be reaching that deductible amount and then they would cover the rest. But I don't know. Then at the same time, I'm also thinking to myself, I want to quit my job, to be honest, because here's another issue in my life. I was expecting a raise this July. I was going to ask for at least $1 of a raise. I'm a supervisor at a retail store, and I'm making $13.42 an hour. I was expecting at least $1 raise because I've been with the company for 2 years now. I feel like I do my job pretty good. I feel like I do a lot, to be honest. So I was expecting at least $1 raise. I talked with the manager because, I haven't really seen a difference in my paycheck. He tells me he'll look into it. Then later on in my break, I decide to go check my own pay stub myself, like on my phone, because I have the website for it. Because I thought that maybe the raise hadn't happened yet, but apparently it did happen. And so he had said he's gonna check to see how much of a raise I got. So I check my own pay stub and I see that it says 13.82. So I'm like, okay, so they gave me a 40-cent raise. To me, that's a slap in the face. That's laughing in your face, because why are we giving crumbs? To me, it's like giving me crumbs. I barely even saw a difference. I didn't see a difference in my paycheck, to be honest. So the whole day today, I was just thinking, I gotta get out of here. I gotta quit this job, because if this is the way that they're going to treat me, if this is what they think my time and my effort and my energy is worth, then what's the point in staying here? I could find another job that will pay me much better. It's just a matter of obviously finding that job and them accepting you. I know that that's going to be very difficult, but at the same time, I think to myself, I don't know. I'm at the verge, to be honest, of just saying, you know what? Giving your 2 weeks, and God will provide, the universe will provide. What's meant to be is going to happen, because I'm so done with giving in my time and my energy and my effort and feeling drained every single day of my life. And for what? For to be left with a paycheck that doesn't even get me to where I can live on my own and be independent. It's not worth it to me. So if I really, really feel like I can't take it anymore, but also at the same time I'm not able to find another job, I'm done. I would quit. I don't really care. So